when you look at every champion, you run down the list and you ask
Side of Tucson and Kuro, of course, a big LeBlanc player.
8.1 KDA. Deft getting a lot of damage out, but Ignite comes out by Tushin. And aiming, he has teleport available. Tushin and KT, I mean, they're dead even right now. Keria, Magical Journey out of there. Meanwhile, down in bot lane, not a whole lot happening. As, okay, well.
Well, yeah, I mean, there is going to be the flash on in, and with that Hextech ultimatum, do they have the damage? The stun comes in, and finally, Pyosik is going to lock down that first blood very early on.
That are going to convert into anything super meaningful. Now, Pyosik, he comes over here. It looks like they really wanted to fight the Rift Herald, but they're going to arrive to it a little bit too late. Pyosik not going to go for any sort of a steal. Okay.
Well, Pyosik might just get burst down here. That is a really nice stun, actually, denying Bono from getting in and out. Chovy is going to be able to lock down that first kill. They do take down the Camille, as a huge two-shot barrage is going to come in, and now Kuro, kind of like a sitting duck here, he's going to have to flash and distort as the TP comes in pretty late out of aiming. So, at the end of the day, I mean, you look at the golds. Yes, Chovy did pick up a kill, but they're also gone up against a kill on the Blanc. And the Rift Herald is going to help out here on the push as well. Never mind. Bard, pretty good at stopping Rift Herald pushes. Is getting in onto Chovy, losing some of those trades. You can see, though, True Shot Barrage had spotted that nobody was doing the Dragon, as Tucson not going to be able to get in there, and he is going to be the sacrifice. So it's Mountain Drake, or he flashed away. I guess they do at least get the flash out of that player. As now, Soan is in a lot of trouble. Chovy's here at the same time, so he's just going to be stunned up and taken down. And the kill given over to that Camille, who's going to start scaling up. Going to be able to chunk down aiming before the this fight does begin. You can see that Kuro and so on, they have a nice amount of mobility. At the end of the day, it's just the one Cloud Drake, so I don't think that KT have to overcommit to this, and I don't think that DRX have to either, but DRX very confidently moving forward. There's the engage, and a huge Bard ultimate in the back, but Tucson is able to take up a lot of that, but it holds him in place to get aiming, and there you go. You mentioned they don't have to commit right until they've got you already.
Yeah.
And that is exactly what Bard can do. But at the same time, this fight has been totally broken up. Chovy and Keria were off by themselves.
Now, can DRX deduce that, hey, Aphelios is, yeah, they can. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Positively.
Well, they're pinging it. Deft is really the only one that's moving over here. Tucson in a really awkward spot alone.
Oh?
This looks pretty okay, but they're a little bit too little too late. The smite is off, but it doesn't matter.
Is honestly a bit surprising, given the DRX.
Oh, they're going to lock him down, but here comes Keria and Pyosik over the wall. That's going to be a missed ultimate thrown out, though, by the Sejuani. Follow-up rotation from KT means that DRX will back away. I suppose they of Drake's here.
Aiming, just trying to shove in the mid-wave. It looks like KT is looking for a team fight at this Dragon. They're going to raise the mid-tier 1 turret. They're going for mid-tier 2.
Yeah.
This is all but going to just reduce.
Okay, Tucson is going to be stunned up for quite a while, and he's going to just walk straight into them and use that knock-up to get a huge amount of value, but Chovy in the back line trying to do that damage. He's going to be able to sweep up Soan here.
Yeah.
And finally, his team is going to come in here and try to help him out here. Doran able to jump on in, but nobody actually going down. A ton of low health bars as Kuro, the Shark, is looking to pounce. But can he do that? He's looking to get over the wall, and that might just be his death. It's just going to be stunned for so long. And now KT say, well, after that, we can't exactly burst a Dragon or anything like that. So TP coming in, you got Camille, and they're all on vision. You know that aiming is going to be that first target as the root is going to come in. Can they try to turn this around? I've seen crazier things with Aphelios, but he doesn't quite have the right guns. And so he is going to be pressured down, as the TP is in fact going to get a nice amount of value. So on. Oh, you see Chovy, now he's lurking. He's looking for that play, and he's gonna have his ultimate again. at the end of this one. That's going to be the double kill, and now DRX. But if you just lock yourself in a pit up against a Kennen and an Aphelios, you're not going to have a good time. As now they're going to engage onto Bono, but he does have Merc Treads, thankfully. He's going to be able to get over there. They're both going to dodge that one, but you can't dodge this. As down will go. Release in. Nice follow-up here. We do have, well, Soan's just going to die immediately. Aiming in the back line. But he can't quite get in there. As you can see, Toby is going to get a lot of value. Kuro, though, is able to do a bit, but he is eventually going to go down. And with Doran available alongside a Deft, DRX will be able to tie up the series 1-1. As they're going to take down the Nexus right now.
And so in a very strong punchback here in game number 2, DRX, they come in full scaling and manage to bust the game wide open once it reaches the mid stages. The most, well, not quite the most damage in the game, very close.
Yeah, I know you wanted to shout him out.
We're back with post-game analysis of Game 2 between KT and DRX. DRX was able to even the series out. They're tied 1 apiece. Let's recap the draft. So DRX trying to proactively use Doran's Camille with their team comp. One difference compared to the previous game was that compared to Lee Sin and Galio as mid-jungle pair, didn't really have much synergistic effects with Camille. Rather, they put Azir, Sejuani to bolster Camille's potency and lane phase. Although Camille may be in a weird situation when it comes to the late game team fight, however, DRX was able to play the team comp as they desired to do so. And once again, they try to snowball as much as possible at the upper side of the rift and just withhold their ground at the bot lane. And the laning phase didn't finish while Camille was continuously developing. And the winning formulas between the two teams, DRX's formula came out on top in the end due to the easy development of Camille. DRX was able to drift away some of the potential plays that KT tried to make. And DRX seemed very comfortable throughout the entirety of the game. And from the early game, DRX was able to cruise through. Let's check out.
이거 뼈가 끼라고 있는데 이걸로 들어가서 뭐 바로 압박 주던가.
걔는 박스 지금은 박스 못
Pressure,
들어가.
pressure for a bear.
이거 뒤로 넘어가는 거 있거든.
Go over the cliff.
바론시아 뒤로
And let's see whether we can go for Nash or not.
바론 반피. 바론 쪽으로 우리가 부르는 거 어때? 병 쓰자 이거.
We can rotate to the Nasher pit.
바론 시야는 지웠거든. 지워 이런 거 내가 아까 말한 거.
They don't have any vision at the Nasher pit.
너 그냥 반응만 해줘.
이번에 돕는 거 어때?
They just concede that.
해볼래?
And let's go for the Nasher instead.
나 바론들 빨라 이거.
괜찮은데 이거?
We can expedite this. We got the firepower to do so.
먹자 이거 먹은 거 같아.
We can get it.
다음에 좀 나가볼게 이거.
우리 준비해봐 이거.
To lure him.
모른다. 우리 노틸 죽을만 하자.
아야 살아.
We almost got it.
바로
야 카밀 뒷풀었다. 먹고 빠져.
Let's go on the way.
바텀이야. 잘 풀었어.
갈게.
Mostly on bot.
바텀 나 막아.
그러니까 드래곤 쪽에 DRX가 집중을 하고
While DRX focused heavily towards Dragon, KT was on their back foot, so they try to find opportunities to make plays. And they knew that they had to concede the Dragon, as well as potentially the tier 2 bot turret. And that's why such play calls went through. And because of the absence of vision from DRX on the Nasher pit, and that's why they reacted very late onto KT's Baron play call. Once again, there was another magnificent team fight in the mid lane. Initially, Nautilus's ultimate move As you can see here,
폭내를 세주한테 쓰면서 전면으로
he uses the ult onto Sejuani and then flashes forward,
노틸 앞에서부터 타겟으로
converges to
나가는
3 champions of
판정이기
DRX.
때문에 순간적으로 광역 에어본을 노틸이 원하는 대로 시킬 수가 있어요.
So Nautilus can use the ult to
생각보다 좀 의외의 한타가
knock
나와서
up multiple champions at
싶었지만
once.
DRX 선수도 집중을
And
대단한
here,
것
it
같습니다.
seemed like KT was about to win the team fight until DRX champions retaliated.
용은 공짜였어요. 하지만 여기서 한 번 더를 보죠.
And here,
프로 선수가 들어가면서
Kuro tried to make another play again instead of rotating to Dragon. And he gets stunned consecutively by Sejuani and Bart. And the block falls down. And this is exactly why they ended up had to not only concede the Dragon, but also lose additional members from their side. And this was probably the most critical and pivotal team fight that essentially determined the outcome of the game.
취약한 부분이 있거든요. 대표적으로 그라가스, 세주안이 이런 게 있는데 그런 거를 집중력 잃지 않고 낮은 체력 선수들 잘 살리면서 DRX가
And Sejuani and Gragas are very specialized in helping allied champions with low HP to sustain. And Sejuani was able to do so. This was another game that had difficulty choosing the player of the game, and it's Doran's Camille. The difficulty was due to all the players of DRX performing very well. And once again, he proved after his Irelia with his Camille. They partially abandoned mid and bot lanes and focused heavily onto carrying the Camille to develop without much adversity.
아까 그 전령에서 투시스의 세주안이를 살리는 그런 장면도 정말 멋졌었고
He kept Sejuani alive at the repair.
세주안이를 먼저 타겟팅하는 장면이 KT에서도 몇 번 나왔는데
And once again, there were moments where KT initially targeted Sejuani, and that allowed Doran to make his place and gobble up a lot of kills.
네, 캐스팅 보트.
And due to the casting boat, Doran was able to acquire that 100 POG points.
POG 가져갔고요. 이어지는 3세트에서 누가
Alright, let's see who comes out on top in that grudge match of this series.